contact, initial contact on running plays, yards after the catch. Again, these are my stats from my man DT.
Yeah.
Right? Great at making sure of tackles. Not a lot of missed tackles from Calgary. But when you look at what Ottawa's done tonight in terms of limiting what Jerome Messop's been able to do, I look at Markway McDaniel, he's been hit right away as soon as he's managed to catch the football. For Mark Nelson, the defensive coordinator, he's got to be happy at the way Ottawa has been successful with those particular stats. They're making tackles, they're limiting what Messop's doing after contact. First guy's holding him up, help is coming. They're not giving up yards after the catch on those short passes. It's not turning into first down.
Rob Maver moves this to Stangby, juggles it, and brought down. There's a penalty flag go way back at the Calgary 35-yard line. To see what this call is about. Good numbers, as always, for Trevor Harris, high percentage operator.
Ottawa, number 47, a 10-yard penalty, first down, Ottawa.
Almost 76%. Trevor Harris, again, is jock, and our panel talk about, he's not a gunslinger, he doesn't throw a lot of deep balls. He's one of those kind of pick-and-play players. Likes to spread the wealth around, and he's doing that again tonight. Everybody's seemingly getting a hand or hands on the ball.
Yeah, such is the nature of the Ottawa offense. Understanding the strengths of your various receivers and putting them in positions to be successful.
8 different receivers tonight. Long field goal this time, and Brendan Galanders cranks through and another first down. How about this guy tonight?
Again, former Ottawa GG star. The guy who went undrafted a few years ago, signed with the Toronto Argonauts, made his mark on special teams. Free agency. Presented an opportunity to return home to Ottawa. He did last season. Started the year on the injured list, but gradually worked his way into the lineup. And here is showing his value.
Harris, quick hitter. Sinopoli, sure hands. Velcros it up near the 35-yard line. Another first down, 15-yard pickup.
Of Brad Sinopoli. Taller guy with longer arms than the defender. You hear scouts talk all the time about length in evaluating prospects in so many different sports now. There's exactly why. The ability to reach that ball before the defender can get a hand on it.
Play action. And Sinopoli again, who was in motion. Another first down. There's the master behind the offense for the Ottawa Redblacks.
Jamie Elizondo came over from Toronto a year ago to take over as their offensive coordinator. When Jason Moss left to become the head coach in Edmonton, kept the philosophy the same, a little bit of the terminology changed. It's a fast-paced, quick-hitting offense.
Like you said, a quick hitting. Stangby makes the catch up near the midfield stripe, so it's going to be second down here. Redblacks team that has had to be so resilient through their roster over the last couple of years. We talk about running back. You talked about Mark Nelson, his plug-and-play ability with his D-backs and his linebackers through the years. This is a team that was 6th offensively, 6th defensively last year and still won the Grey Cup. Harris again. Well, he does not wait long, does he? Point guard back there.
Yeah, get it out quickly.
Reminds me of our old buddy Danny McManus a little bit, the way.
Now, D-Mac had absolutely no contact.
No, he didn't.
The reason Danny got rid of the ball so quickly,
He never got sacked once.
He wanted no part of getting it.
9 straight completions for Trevor Harris.
Danny didn't want to get hit, and he didn't want to have to run.
99, Hamilton Tiger Cat team and quarterback. Barely touched. Harris, though, now behind cover. Goes deep this time. Speedster Stangby can't run under that.
Pocket closed down a little bit. I think Trevor Harris was forced to let that one go just a split second before he wanted to, which led to the overthrow here. Great push up the middle from Brian Hall.
Again, these drives, though, that began with the shadows of their goalpost, eating up a lot of the game clock. Here's the rush now. Harris, sling it again. Great defensive play. And a penalty flag down. Joe Burnett lays out, knocks it down. There's a flag down near the 30-yard line.
Pass interference. Calgary, number 24. Point of foul. Automatic first down. Ottawa.
And got a little too close.
Didn't see much protest there from Joe Burnett. There's a grab with the right hand. Call by the official.
Stampeders, normally a very disciplined team. The Landers again. Picks up a couple. Of the throwing down here for Harris. Sinopoli's been Mr. Go-To on second down. See if he goes there again. Looks the other way this time. And has his man. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown! Joshua Stangby! Magnificent! There is one for the trophy case. And one for the highlight reel.
Well, I'll tell you what, when this one left Trevor Harris's hand, I thought he was in a little bit of trouble. It's fluttering. He's kind of living on a prayer right here. But Joshua Stangby holds up, goes up and gets it.
Well, what do you expect from a guy who went to Ottawa University in the States? Now, seriously, have you ever heard of that college before? Is it any
I've actually seen it listed before. But the irony of a guy from Ottawa playing for Ottawa and making a play like that.
What a catch. Flying reception. The Red Blacks extend their lead on Friday Night Football.
Really, I don't feel like sacrificing that. It's something I
Only own the scoreboard, but they've owned the game clock. Stangby.
You see Stangby, he starts as the number 2 receiver. There's the outside stem. He gets the halfback, Evans, to turn his hips to the outside. That's what allows him to get that separation when he makes the break. Trevor Harris puts it up there. Flutters a little bit.
Well, the rain's starting to fall now here. Saw those clouds roll in. It was in the forecast. Came a little bit later. Anthony Parker close to the first down marker.
Ottawa has started doing what they do best. They're playing their game, which is ball control offense. They've had possession of the football for over 8.5 of the last 10 minutes of this football game. Comes to you, by the way, from the Sultan of Stats, John Rustin.
John Rustin. Sultan. No longer the guru. Been elevated. Do not count the Calgary Stampeders up by any stretch, especially Bo Levi Mitchell. Silences this crowd. Another first down. Morris Daniels is slow to get up. And they will bring trainers out to look at him. Great catch by Daniels. Made a number of them last year. Son of a former NFLer. And the Rookie of the Year. Makes the catch. Nicked up, though. We'll get an update on him as the rain falls in Ottawa. The Red Blacks lead.
This season on baseball, Mike Trout heads to work.
Pacific on TSN 1, 3, and 4, CTV, and in 4K broadcast brought to you by Ontario Racing and OLG. It'd have to be a mutter tonight. Horse racing because it's raining coming down now here in the fourth. And we'll wonder how it will affect players throwing the football and catching the football now. And it's probably bad timing for the Calgary Stampeders with this rain coming down.
Big play here from Nick Taylor. Started the nickel linebacker spot. He's seen plenty of Markway McDaniel in the slot tonight.
Second down conversion. Whoa. Aaron toss. Claiborne on that far corner and watching McDaniel again. Drive will stall here. Sense of urgency coming for Bo Levi Mitchell and the Calgary Stampeders, who, keep in mind, lost their first game a year ago. Then didn't lose their second game until the last game of the season. Spencer. Brought down near the 20-yard line. 28-14 Red Blacks. The champs looking to open the season with a W.
The celebrations have been long and loud and no doubt raucous.
From playing in a park in North London to European champions.
It's football heaven at Wembley, at the National Stadium.
Jose Mourinho and United are back where they belong, winning trophies.
From little cheats to champions.
Pure delirium at Wembley. And the Royal Club of Spain are kings of Europe again.
Flights, hotel, car hire, and all our activities. Everything was there for us on Expedia. It was perfect for a holiday with the children.
At all protected.
Set your own odds with Betfair Exchange and go head-to-head with fellow punters. You'll often find better odds, greater value, and bigger winnings with Betfair. And Betfair had the best odds on 93% of horses at Royal Ascot last year. Betfair. Win bigger.
MLS on TSN continues tomorrow. Minnesota takes on Whitecaps FC. Catch it at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 p.m. Pacific on TSN 1 and 4.
And I gave that to you because I know you are a huge soccer/football fan. And
Love me some footy.
Love you some footy. Red Black fans, boy, what a great atmosphere they have created here over the last 3 years. It's their fourth season now. Brendan Galanders, he's got the football in this game. He doesn't want to give it up.
Well, I'll tell you one of the things that stands out when you look at the makeup of this Ottawa team, and particularly the guys that have stepped up as they've taken over into the late third and fourth quarter of this football game. We talk so much about the people that left, but the guys that have stepped in, Jerron Kreiner with a touchdown, Josh Stangby with a touchdown, Brendan Galanders toting the rock, 8 carries, 72 yards. They were all here last year. They were guys who were already here that are just playing bigger roles.
Not this time. And a fumble. And Calgary may have it. Just of Brendan Galanders. He coughs up the football here. And in the worst possible spot, close to the red zone. And the Calgary Stampeders catch a big break here. Jamar Wall has the football. And it looked like he may have been the guy that actually stripped it as well. He did.
Well, perfect form tackle by Wall. Didn't allow himself to be outflanked. Wouldn't let Galanders get to the outside. Stepped up, took him face on. Popped that ball free.
First turnover by the Red Blacks has given the Stampeders sudden life with 7 minutes to go. Down 2 touchdowns. CFL All-Star Jamar Wall comes up big. Crowd pumps up the volume here. Whoa. End zone. Touchdown. Lamar Durant. And just like that, the Stampeders make the Red Blacks pay.
Let's do this.
Points off of turnovers.
The short field always helps. Stampeder touchdowns. A couple of them tonight coming on possessions where they've started in Ottawa territory, but a strike right here. Mitchell to Durant. Lamar Durant.
We never stop. Resilient. Coming back. EPL all day.
Vancouver, British Columbia native. Played at Simon Fraser. 1 touchdown catch last year, but it was all because of Jamar Wall.
Yeah, there's a play that set up the touchdown. Here's Lamar Durant working on the outside. Stem turns to DB A.J. Jefferson's hips, fights his way inside. You know, I felt Lamar Durant going into the 2015 draft. Thought he was the best receiver in the draft. Prolific career at Simon Fraser. Ridiculous numbers. Physically, he's a super freak. Ends up being the 4th receiver chosen in the draft. 3 guys chosen ahead of him. But in their second year last year, as the playing time grew for those guys, Durant was the guy who posted the best numbers. Great find for the Calgary Stampeders.
Well, Durant and the Stampeders, a silencer there. Here in the jungle. TD place. 6.5 to go. And penalty flag down. Stangby down. And right now the Stampeders down just 7. And again, something about these two teams when they get on the field together.
Yeah, there's something in the air tonight.
On the return, holding Ottawa, number 15. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down, Ottawa.
Drama, high drama again, just like back in November. 6 months and 27 days ago, they went to overtime. Another long field here for Trevor Harris. Penalties piling up for both teams. Galanders has to make sure he hangs on to that rock. Let's go down to the sideline. Here's Jock.
Such a contrast in styles. You know, we saw Mitchell right there take advantage of the turnover and go with what's called sudden change. Great quarterbacks, great coordinators. Want to knife you immediately after a turnover. In the first quarter, Ottawa had a fumble recover. What'd they do? They threw a swing pass. Different styles, different results. Let's see if Ottawa can get more aggressive here and make sure they pull ahead and stay ahead.
Here's a big down right now. Defensively for the Stamps. Oh, another big catch. Josh Stangby does it again. Moves the sticks. Another leaping grab by 87. Again, came to the Red Blacks last year. Only played in one game. Pair of catches. Tonight, he is contributing big time.
5 catches for him for 61 yards and a touchdown.
Harris wanted Kleiner in motion. Again, time management paramount as well right now.
Brendan Galander's got to shake off that fumble. When it comes to that clock management, that ball control, he can play a big role down the stretch here.
Ray, by the way, stopped. Really when that fumble happened. Harris under pressure. And they will not get to that first down marker. So Brett Maher has to give it back to the Calgary Stampeders. Bo Levi Mitchell just licks his lips in situations like this. Been there and done that. Maher using that clock up. Game clock coming down to 5. Close to that 3-minute warning. This is a good punt. High, towering hit. Pitch. Tripped up. Bo to work at the 30. Guy with the highest winning percentage for a starting quarterback in CFL history, 85%.
Well, the thing that has me more fascinated statistically right now is the fact that you've got Calgary with the ball down by a very convenient 7 against a team with whom they frequently seem to go to overtime.
Over the top again. Fumble football. But the whistle had blown. Tavares Daniels looks like he was down. The knee was down, so a big strike again. That Kamar Jordan.
Now we'll get a closer look. Let's see exactly when the ball came out here.
Well, I don't know. Kamar Jordan may have fumbled this football. There is a challenge flag at the 3-minute warning.
At BT Sport, yours
Football, or did he have it with his knee down?
The key here is the left knee. Jordan makes the catch, takes a couple steps. He's on his way down. The question is, does it pop out when the left knee makes contact with the turf and jars him, or does he lose it on the way down? I think you'll get your answer right here on his way. I think it's literally a split second before the left knee comes that he's lost control. And here you see, okay, you take a look at that left knee, you see the shadow underneath it. That's not on the ground. You look at the ball, that ball is separated from the palm of his right hand.
Here is a huge call from CFL Command after the challenge. Campbell's 1-1 already tonight. Crowd reacts to the big screen. Once again, Kim Murphy, give us the news.
After review, the ruling on offense stands. The player was down by contact.
They are saying he's down by contact.
Of 1 time out remaining.
They're seeing something a little bit differently than we saw.
Oh, and if they want to make the argument that the purpose of replay review, now remember, getting back to the original intent of review is to correct something that's blatantly wrong. Well, this is a very close call.
Objection of contact.
Well, This doesn't help Ottawa.
It's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
Objectionable conduct. Jarrell Gavins. This is not helping the situation, so 3 minutes to go here. Evidence has to be conclusive, of course. First and 10. Bow throws again. Swallowed up for another first down by Marquay McDaniel. Crowd was seeing that replay we saw on the big screen. May have been in agreement with what your explanation was. Stampeders, though, are driving here. Down 7. Lamar Jordan. He's figured in a couple of replay calls here tonight. Mitchell having trouble communicating with his receivers, using some signals here. The big man, Jerome Messam, look out here to the 15-yard line, his biggest romp of the night. And muffles this crowd.
Well, we've seen the momentum swing in a big way the last few minutes here in Ottawa. Red Blacks seem to be back on their heels, just kind of trying to get their wits back about them after, frankly, I think being rattled by the call, followed by the penalty.
Mitchell near the goal line. Stampeders. Juan Brescacin will allow the Stampeders to go first and goal. Chance here with a touchdown and a point after to tie this game. Tide absolutely turned after that turnover. Nessel, touchdown. And the Stamps have ridden right back. Jerome Messam plows into the end zone. No need for a third down or second down quarterback short yardage play this time. They just give it to the big man. And
look at that push up the middle.
5 plays, 80 yards into 12. And now
watch the interior 3 on this run.
Now a 32-yard point after becomes huge. 2 minutes to play. Paredes ties it up. Back and forth they go.
I gotta kill him for you. Let's go.
Jerome Messam carries the mail.
Let's go.
Ties this game up. Strange turn of events. We've grown accustomed to this between these two teams.
Well, it really shouldn't go any other way, should it?
No, it shouldn't. They went to overtime in the Grey Cup game. The last 2 years in the stadium, when they have met, they've gone to overtime. Last year ended in a tie. The year before, the Red Blacks won on a field goal in overtime. Punch, counter punch.
Third time tonight the game has been tied. Calgary has never had the lead, however, in this ballgame.
Trevor Harris, it will be your turn in a moment. Deontay Spencer, Joshua Stangby are back. Stangby. It's for a block, spins. Belted downfield quickly. Red Blacks set up shop here for a 2-minute offense from near their 25-yard line. So Trevor Harris, in your first game, I guess, as the official starter of the Ottawa Red Blacks, in your era now, can you lead your team to victory?
Well, Harris's numbers are right on par with what he put up last season. He's 29 of 37, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Three-man rush. Harris, leaping catch, right at the first down marker. Greg Ellingson. Can pick you apart. What you don't want to do is throw a pick here.
I know John Clivey's been down on those sidelines clamoring for Ottawa to take the reins off a little bit and be a little bit less conservative. No longer protecting a lead, right? They seem to be in that ball control mode as they build the lead, and we're trying to hold on to it. We'll see if they open things up a little bit here.
Here's the blitz. Oh, tight coverage. Deontay Evans and Ellingson tangled up. But a 6-yard pickup. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Boy, this is tight coverage here. Ellingson hangs on. Far side. One hopper. So now 3rd down and 4, 1:05 to go. No hesitation. Brett Maher comes out, and Bo Levi Mitchell and the Stampeders will get the ball with a chance to win this game.
We were looking for a little bit of a shootout. The score hasn't been through the roof. It's been a great little back and forth ball game.
Again, the Stamps have not held the lead at any point. Maher. Big kick. Look at this. Finch wobbles at his 5. What a cutback here by Roy Finch. There he is. Roy Finch still on his feet. And what a return from the 5-yard line almost to the 35, and a late flag that is thrown, and it looks like it's going against Ottawa.
What a swing and field position that would create.
64-yard boot, 30-yard return from Roy Finch, who's hurt. And this might be 15.
Unnecessary roughness. Ottawa, number 10. 15 yards at the end of play. First down, Calgary.
Sedarius Bryant, guilty party here. Talk about getting out of a hole here. Roy Finch. Was that late hit by Bryant that elicited another 15 right there.
Yeah, lowering the head and targeting is what got him in trouble there.
Finch walks to the sideline. Exceptional return. 50 seconds away from a possible Stampeder victory, or we go to overtime. Talked about the Stampeders' lack of discipline. Ottawa, too, racking up the penalty yardage.
126 penalty yards. Won't make Rick Campbell happy.
Paredes, his longest, 52 yards. Here we go. The Grey Cup rivals in a slugfest. A slant pattern right at the midfield mark for Lamar Durant. Key 2nd down now. 2nd in about 2, almost 3 yards. Mitchell fires. Incomplete. And so now 3rd and 2. With 29 to go.
To be a bit of a spacing issue with the receivers over on the short side of the field.
So Rob Maber comes out. Paredes not in his range, so Ottawa will get the ball back.
We've seen this from Ottawa a few times in this ball game. A lot of times you're trying to protect that ball from getting out of bounds inside the 10. You also, in this situation, you want to make sure the ball doesn't get into the end zone, so you've got two returners to cover the field. You don't want to give up that single, obviously.
I'm sure that was communicated. I got to hang on to the ball. Now 21 seconds, and right now, wait for it. It looks like these two teams are going to be working overtime again. Close rivals, East and West. Their records nowhere close last year. 15-2-1 for the Stamps. 8-9-1. But those ones, those ties, that came in this game right here at TD Place in the regular season. Tied in overtime.
Kind of anticipating that Ottawa will just shut it down and play for overtime here, particularly given the field position. Don't want to risk a fumble, don't want to risk an interception. Get in victory formation here and kneel it down and take your chances at OT. Worked out for them last time.
Are you talking tie formation? Overtime formation. Just wind it down here. Crazy thing about this rematch, we won't have to wait long to do it again next week. These teams in a quirk in the schedule. Early season, back-to-back they go, and they'll play in Calgary next Thursday. But right now, we are going to play overtime. And we're getting used to this stuff, not only here, but of course, 207 days ago. Back at BMO Field.